Christina from Christina's Crafts. Good evening. This is evening for me. It's actually 9 o'clock on a Tuesday right now, and I am just starting my project. So anyways, I'm a little tired, so obviously, you know, I do this at night, so if I say dumb things, then just ignore that. Anyways, I have 4 of these pallets from Dollar Tree that I'm going to be using today. And I'm going to go ahead and take the stickers off of here. And I'm going to be making a sign that is going to get hung up in my house. I just kind of going through my craft room and I came up with an idea. So I'm going to see how this works out. I am going to be putting these pallets together just like this. I'm actually going to flip these around because... So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to use hot glue to put these together. I'm hoping it's gonna hold, but I am gonna use some supports. So I am going to just take my hot glue gun and then I'm just going to push those together. And then I am going to kind of split the difference on the ends here with these. See if I can find a straight edge, or straight end, I should say. Not everything lines up because these are not exact. So I am going to do my best to get this nice and tight here. So we shall see what happens. Actually, I'm going to take, I think, these. So I put the glue on the other side. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Squish that together. Yeah, that doesn't exactly line up and fit. It's like this is lined up, but then the other ones are longer than the other ones. So we'll see how it works. So I'm going to put this together. This one's going to go on this side like that. And we'll see how well it holds. So I have it together, but the hold is not the best because it's just hot glue. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take some of these craft sticks that I got from Dollar Tree, and I am going to cut some supports out. So I am just going to chop these down, and then it's a little too big right there. I don't want them sticking off. Okay, let's trash that one. I suppose I should probably measure these out, huh? All right. Yes, so I'm going to just take some of these craft sticks and I'm going to try to put some supports in here to get a good hold. I don't want them sticking through the pallets, so I just kind of have to measure them out so they don't stick through there. I don't want you to be able to see them from the other side. So if you go in between there, yeah, you won't be able to see it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stick quite a few supports in here all the way down here to make sure that this is going to stay decent. Okay, so I am about halfway done. I'm still chopping them with my miter shears and sticking the supports in there, which seem to be helping quite a bit. I think it's going to be pretty sturdy with the supports in there. That one I put a little too high. So yeah, just going along, putting them in there. But yeah, as you can see, I put quite a few in there because I want to make sure that this is going to have a really nice hold. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more in here, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so now that I have like all of the supports put in there, I'm thinking it should be pretty good. I'm not going to try to bend it to see how strong it is though. So I'm going to set that aside for right now. And then I have one of these plaques that I got from Dollar Tree, and I am going to be using this in my DIY. I'm going to take this off of here, and then what I'm going to do is I have a bunch more of those craft sticks that I got from Dollar Tree, and those are going to be getting stuck to my heart. So I'm actually gonna turn this way. And I think, no, I probably don't want to start in the middle. I just want to make sure that I get this pretty somewhat even, because these are all going to get stuck onto the heart. So actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and stick all these on here. Okay. So I am guessing that I'm probably not going to be able to get these all completely even. Let me see. Ruler maybe? This is probably going to be the most difficult part of the craft here that I'm doing, to try to get this nice and even. All right, you know what? I'm just going to do what I always do, and I think I'm just going to go for it and hope for the best. But I'm thinking, oh, you know, if it would be easier, I would probably just put all these together, but I don't think that's going to be easier. But I do need to cover up this heart. I think that looks pretty centered right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try it and see what happens here. Oh, out of glue. Doesn't that just figure? Always right in the middle of starting something, that's when you run out of hot glue. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my Parmesan container here, which now that I just thought about it, you don't have to unscrew the lid. You just open the lid and take them out. Oh my gosh. So I worked all day today, and then I came home, and it is actually the day before 4th of July. So, or not 4th of July, but July 3rd. And I am having my whole family over, my 2 kids, their partners or spouses, and all 5 of my grandchildren tomorrow. So the last 2 nights I was spending the entire time making food. And I finished up tonight, and now I'm crafting. So exhausting sometimes. And at the, I guess, ripe old age of 50, which I just turned in February, it gets a little tiring. But anyways, I'm going to stop my complaining here, and I'm going to get my craft done. Or keep working on it. I don't know if I'm going to finish tonight. It's getting pretty late already, and I have to get up at 4:30 tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. You can definitely tell I'm overtired because I am totally ranting right now. I apologize. I'm sure nobody really cares about my struggles. So I am just going to go ahead and keep gluing this. I'm going to glue these all the way across once I get these glue strings off my fingers. Okay, I will be back. Okay, so I have them all on there. Not probably perfect, but I mean, not horrible. I've done way worse in the past. Anyways, I am going to take my Waverly Antique Wax that I have here, and I am going to stain my craft sticks with that color. So I am just, probably should have stirred this up first. I'm just gonna go around the popsicle sticks with them, and then, craft sticks, and just kind of rub it off a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and I am going to show you what I'm gonna do after that. Okay, so I have that all on there, and it is all stained now. Now I'm just gonna look through my little, I don't know if they're called brads or what they're called, but they're from my scrapbooking stuff. And I need to cover up these holes. Let's see, what if that actually might work. They have these little, I don't even know what they're called, but that actually might work if I put those in there. Now it's just a matter of, do I put it off to the side? Let me see what other colors I have here. Okay, so I have some kind of bronzish colored ones, and I'm gonna try to put those in here once and see how that looks. So let me see if I can get that in there. These are so small, and with my hands not working as well as they used to, it becomes a little bit more difficult. All right, maybe if I put that in there and I stick a little hot glue on there. All right, I just gotta make sure I have this where I want it before I put the hot glue in. All right, and then just stick some hot glue here. It'll probably stay pretty good. I'm gonna take my little rubber finger here and hold that down. Oh, that hot glue came right through the other end. All right, I'm gonna have to clean that up a little bit. Okay, I don't think that looks too bad. It covers the holes pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one in there. Okay, so I have that in there. I think that looks pretty decent. I think that covers up the holes pretty good. So I found, which my husband helped me, this picture, which is me and my husband, and this was a picture of us. It was our engagement pictures. So I am going to stick that in the middle of my plaque here. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take some Mod Podge, and I'm gonna kind of go lightly because I don't want my picture to like be, I don't know, like get wrinkly and kind of ruined. So I'm just gonna go very lightly with the Mod Podge over it, and I'm hoping this is gonna work. I was gonna use a glue stick, but I just don't think the glue sticks work that great. So just a light coat, and hopefully I don't wreck the picture, because I think this is actually the only one I have of this. And this was back 17 and a half-ish years ago, so there was no CD or anything that we got when we had our engagement pictures done. So I'll get some of that off of there. Try to get it centered. I just look at this picture, I'm like, oh my gosh, we look so young. What has time done? Okay, so that is all set right there. Then what I'm gonna do is this is actually going to go on here. Now, I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna get this to stick on here because it has all the ridges in there. So I'm gonna have to, I think, use my brain here a little bit and try to figure out how that's gonna stick on there. So I pretty much decided, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a combination of E6000 and hot glue, and I'm just going to put it like on these ridges here, and I'm really going to hope in my heart of hearts that this is going to stick. So we shall try and see. If it falls off, then I might have to, you know, figure something else off, but I'm just gonna hit it with a bunch of hot glue here on these ridges. Actually, put it on there too. All right, flip this over. Try to center it as best as possible. It already feels like it is sticking and it's a little crooked, but it is not moving. It is stuck down. It's a little bit crooked, I'm not gonna lie, but you know what? All my projects are crooked. But yeah, it's sticking already, so I think that is just gonna have to be how it is. Okay, so there's just one more thing that I'm going to do with this project. Well, one is, okay, two, get the glue string off. All right, I'm gonna set that aside, and then I have these bunches of flowers here, and I am gonna cut these apart. So I'm gonna cut them, and these were from Dollar Tree also. I am going to cut them down as far as I can on the stems here. Okay, and then I have, well, it looks like I don't have matching ones. Let me take a look at my stash and see what I can find. So I did find another bunch of these. Good thing I bought a bunch of these flowers, because I want, these are all the same here and this one's different. So I obviously don't want them to be off. So I'm going to take these here, and these are gonna go, I'm gonna have to push these petals up a little bit. These are gonna go on the sides of my plaque. So now I just need to figure out how I am going to put these on here. I'm thinking I'm just gonna kind of maybe take some twine, I think, and put some twine at the bottom. Okay, so I'm just kind of trying to match these up a little bit, and I'm gonna stick that on here, and then I'm just gonna wrap the twine on the bottom here. I'm trying to figure out right now about the placement and about how far I'm gonna go down. Okay, so I have them looking pretty similar. So now I am just gonna have to hot glue them down onto my sign here. So I'm just gonna go right in the middle. And then I am going to put the other one, hopefully, about in the same spot. Without burning my fingers would be great. So, excuse me, I tried to get them as similar as possible. They are not perfect by any means, but then again, none of my crafts are ever perfect. So, yeah. Now the only thing is I think I'm going to need to put a hanger on there, because otherwise I don't know how I'm going to hang this. So I'm not sure if I want to use like a smaller string or a thicker string. Okay, so I grabbed out some nautical rope, and yeah, I'm thinking the nautical rope is not right. So I'm going to throw that out of the way. And I'm not quite sure where this would look good here. Would it look good maybe hanging from here? That might be the best right there. Okay, so I just have to put the hanger on. I'm gonna take my lighter because this is really fuzzy. There's lots of strands hanging off of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and burn those off of there and then attach my hanger. Okay, so I cut some smaller strips of duct tape here because this is gonna need a pretty decent hold. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the hot glue on there and then stick the duct tape on there and push that down because it's a little bit heavier, so I want a really good hold on there so this doesn't come off. I haven't figured out exactly where I'm going to put this in my house yet, but I was thinking maybe the bedroom, but we kind of have our bedroom done already, so it's like, I don't know if I want to add to it. I don't know, we'll see. I'm sure I'll find a home for it somewhere. All right, let's see how that looks. Okay, I think I might have to attach it up farther, but other than that, I think it looks pretty decent. So, I don't know. I don't think there's really anything else that I can do to this. I think it's just kind of done the way it is. Okay, so I am back, and it is probably about a week later, and this is just sitting in my craft room. I hadn't taken pictures of it yet for my channel, and I think it needs something else. So this is what I'm gonna do. I got these little pieces from Temu, and I think that they're gonna look really cute on this frame like this. It's gonna kind of give the frame a little bit more dimension, and I don't know, just kind of, I think it's gonna round it out. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my antique wax and I'm gonna put a coat of that on these wood pieces here. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my paintbrush and just kind of go around and stick the antique wax in there. Try to get it in all the little crevices, and then I'm just gonna take my paper towel and kind of wipe it off a little bit so it's not like super dark and it just kind of looks stained. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those two pieces finished. Okay, well that is it. It is all done. That's all I'm doing to this. I probably already did too much, but all in all, I think it turned out pretty good. Like I said, I wish I would have cut these off and maybe even painted this. I don't know. To me, it's just a little plain, but I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think. And I do know that I have this plate on here crooked, so that's going to kind of bother me, but nothing's ever perfect. So anyways, this is it. It is all finished. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I would really love it if you like my video and share it and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you get notified when I upload. And thanks so much for watching. Take care and have a great night. Bye.